Yummy said sadly. And now, what will be their fate in their father is condemned as a traitor? Now here, now the Yummy servant, she was thinking about the children, that the children are so innocent, and the father and their father have done some very wrong, some very disrespectful, disgraceful job while saving a enemy life. And but how these children will survive, and their father fate is that he is condemned to be a traitor. Traitor means a person who is not in the favor of the country, a person who is involved in some bad activity which is against the country, thus the life of country, and not which very very bad for the economically, financially, religiously, traditionally, and every way. That person is known as dictator or traitor. Traitor means that gaddar. They did not try. They did not try to hide what this said from the ears of Hannah. And as he stood arranging the day's flower in the veranda nearby, and now they didn't not try to hide what they said from the ears of the Hannah. As Hannah was collecting or also doing some work in the garden while picking the flowers from the plants, and now but the servants were not speaking silently, they were speaking very loudly so that Hannah ears can listen each and every conversation is held between them. And she knew they spoke on purpose that she might hear. And she knew that, and Hannah knew that she was deliberately speaking, that she can know everything. But there was another part of her which she herself couldn't understand. It was not sentimental liking of the prisoner. She had come to think of him as a prisoner. She had not killed him every even yesterday when he had said in his impulsive way, anyway, let me tell you what the name is, Tom. Now, here, the Hannah thinking in her mind that why you people are not understanding my another aspects of my life or my nature, as it is my also duty, it is my morality, it is my etiquettes, that if a person is trouble, if a person is in problem, that it's our duty to help him, whether he is a prisoner of war, or a person who is my brother, or like in both conditions, in both the persons are when they are in need, especially some urgent need of operation or doing some medication, that it's become our compulsory to give him as soon as possible. And but why they are not saying, and I could kill him, I could have killed him when he told me his name with impulsively that his name is Tom. So finally, the boy name is Tom. She had only bowed her little distance bow. She saw hurt in her eyes, but she didn't wish to excuse it. Indeed, he was a great trouble in the house. Now here, impulsive way means he said in his impulsive way, in a rude way, let me tell you that my name is Tom. She had only bowed her little distance bow. Like bow means paying respect by bending the hand. This is a way of respect, as we touch our both hands to give them a respect to the person who is front of us. And the Japanese pay respect while just bending their head downwards. It is a time that it is a way that this person, that the Japanese is trying to say you that we are welcome you, we are greeting you in this way. And so see that the injured person, the boy, 17-year-old boy, Tom, he said very rudely, but the Japanese and especially the Hannah, she just respect him while giving him a bow with far distance. And she didn't want to associate and she didn't want to comfort him. Indeed, he was a great trouble in his house. As for Sadhu, every day he examined the wound carefully. So, what was the work of Sadhu? Sadhu continuously came here and checked the all the wounds or part of the wounds are okay. The last stitches had been pulled out this morning, and now finally the last stitches on his back were also pulled down. They are also taken out, and now his heels are properly his his wounds are properly healed this morning, and the young man would in the fortnight be nearly as well as ever. In fortnight means a period of 15 days, and now in the 15 days of period, the man becomes so happy or the man becomes so healthy and out of danger. Sadhu went back to his office and carefully typed a letter to the chief of police reporting the whole matter. On the 21st day of the February, an escaped prisoner was washed up on the shore in front of my house. So far, he typed and then he opened a secret drawer of his desk and put the unfinished report into it. Now, here, finally, the next morning, after completing his health recovery, then the Sadhu came back to his office and start writing a letter. In this letter, he was writing this letter on the name of the chief of police. He is saying that on the day of 21st February, one war prisoner had been escaped and reached to the shore of their house where they locate. And so as he was typing and suddenly he stopped completing the letter and he put this letter into his drawer. On the seventh day after that, two things happened. In the morning, the servant left together their belongings tied in large square cotton kerchiefs. When Hannah got up in the morning, nothing was done, the house not cleaned, and the food not prepared. Now, here, after writing the letter, after this completion of this recovery of this person, on this like the after 7 days of the recovery. Now, what the all the servants had decided in this morning, two things happened. First thing was that all the servants had stopped working in the house. They just tied up their clothes, their belongings, and they were not ready to work at all. When the Hannah woke up early in the morning, she found that none a work is completed. Everything is as same as which she left at night while sleeping. Now it shows that that they are not ready to work at all. The house not clean and the food not prepared, and she knew what it means. She was decimated. Decimated means in a sadness, in a despair, and even terrified. Also, she was also very scared. But her pride as a mistress would not allow her to show it, and instead she inclined her head gracefully when they appeared before her in the kitchen. Now here she also gave now here as an owner of the house, when she found that she was paying a good amount of salary to the servants, and the servants after that not doing the work, she had to be panic, she had to be angry or aggressive on these people who are working as the employees in the house. But she didn't show us such type of behavior. What she did, instead of being angry, she greeted them while doing bowing and treat them that okay, it's okay, fine. All was standing in the kitchen. She paid them off and thanked them for all they had done for her. Now she paid that she gave the salary and also said thanks whatever they have done with her. They were crying, but she didn't cry. The cook and the gardener had served Sadhu since he was a little boy in the father's house, and the cook and the gardener both had been working for a long period of time when the Sadhu was a small child. But what happened? They started crying, but Hannah didn't cry at all. She was so grieving, and after she had gone, she ran back to Hannah. Now she was in grieving. Grieving means in a pain, in a sadness, in a despair. This is disgraceful. And now, while she was going outside, suddenly she came back to the Hannah. If the baby misses me too much tonight, send for me. I am going to my own house, and you know where it is. Now here, as the cook lady was so much attached to the children, and whose name is Yummy. Yummy was so attached towards the children, and she said that if the children misses me, if your children miss me, then you could do one thing. You can send your children to my house. You know my house is where. Thank you, Hannah said, smiling, but she told herself she would not send for Yummy, however the baby cried. And but the Hannah was thinking in her mind that no, she that I'm not going to send my baby in these people house, because as they are not helping me in my trouble, in my problem, so how could I make a trust on them? She made the breakfast and Sado helped with the children. Neither of them spoke of the servants beyond the fact that they were gone. But after Hannah had taken morning food to the prisoner, she came back to Sado. Now here, while they were doing, like both were doing different works, the wife was making cooking the food, and the father was, or the husband was just take care of the children. And after completing the lunch, when she had given the lunch to the prisoner, to the boy, and when she came back to the sadhu. Why is it we can't see clearly what we ought to do? Then she asked, then why we cannot see properly? What is the wrong with us? She asked him, even the servants see more clearly than we do. Why are we different from other Japanese? Then she was saying that everybody had seen this is so clear that we are doing some wrong works. Why we are not able to see that this work is wrong? Whatever we are doing, it's wrong. Our servants had seen, but why we cannot see? And all the Japanese hate such type of things. Why we are so different from the Japanese? Sadhu didn't answer, but a little later he went into the room where the prisoner was and briskly. Now, what happened? But Sadhu didn't answer anything. But a little later, he went into the room where the prisoners was and said, funny, with full of fun. He didn't answer, and he went back to the room of the person who was lying, or having a rest, and he said, very funny. Today, you may get up on your feet. I want you to stay up only 5 minutes at a time. Tomorrow you will try to twice so as long. It would be well that you get back your strength as quickly as possible. And now he came, or he entered in the room of the boy, of the soldier, and he said in a very funny way, now you can stand on your feet for a continuously 5 minutes, and then you can just rest. And after next day, on next day, you have to remain the same process for a longer period of time, so you can sustain your energy, you can gather, you can collect your energy with whatever you have lost. So it is very beneficial for you. So you can save your life, and as well as you, as soon as you become so perfect, it is good for you. He saw the flicker of terror on the young face that was still very pale. He saw a little bit fear on the little boy face. Okay, the boy murmured. Evidently he was determined to say more. I feel I ought to thank you, doctor, for having saved my life. Now here, as the doctor was giving him indication, giving him suggestion, giving him a proper knowledge, then the boy wanted to say something. The boy wanted to say thank you, to thank you for saving my life. And the reply was, Sadhu, that Just there is no time to say such type of things. There is a long procedure. What would be happen next, we don't know. So just keep your things with you. Terror as unmistakable as an animal's, the scars on his neck were crimson for a moment. Crimson means, my dear students, pink. Now here, there was some scars, there was some spots of that he was wounded badly. He was injured badly. So the scars are still on his knee, which is in the pink color. Those scars, what were they? Sadhu didn't ask. He wanted to ask that how you are injured on your neck side, but he didn't ask that. In the afternoon, the second thing happened. Hannah, working hard on unaccustomed labor, saw a messenger come to the door in the official uniform. Her hands went weak and she could not draw her breath. The servant must have told already. She ran to Sadhu, gasping, unable to utter a word. But by then, the messenger had simply followed her through the garden, and there he stood. She pointed at him helplessly. So, what happened while she was doing in the work in the kitchen, while she was cooking or washing the utensils? What happened? She saw she was doing unaccustomed labor. My dear student, unaccustomed labor means unpaid labor. She was working as a unpaid labor in her own house in the kitchen. Saw a messenger. A messenger is means that a person who had sent some message in a hand of somebody else. Now she saw a messenger come to the door in an official uniform. Official uniform means, my dear students, you can judge that this meaning is here that in the uniform of army. So here a person who came in a uniform of army enter in the house through the garden. Her hands went weak as she could not draw her breath. When she saw, first thing happened that all the servants had left the place, and now second thing is that the person, a messenger, or a official person is there in a casual dress, in a dress of uniform, in the uniform, as well as that when she saw this person standing, she got stuck, she got blunt, and it was become very hard to take the breath. She was feeling so exhausted. The servant must have told already. Now here, definitely she was thinking our servant had told something to the officers, that something is wrong, going wrong in the house of Sadhu. So that's why that all this is that they had complained us. That's why this official had come to us. She ran to Sadhu, gasping, unable to utter a word. Utter a word means she was gasping. She was very hard for having. She couldn't speak any word. She was taking long breath. She ran to Sadhu, gasping, unable to utter a word. But by then, the messenger had simply followed her through the garden, and there he stood. She pointed at him helplessly. And now what happened? Sadhu, he was busy in his work, and she was trying to make him understand while pointing her finger towards the messenger, towards the official, that there is somebody outside. Sadhu looked up from his book. He was in his office. Now here in his house, there was a small clinic, a small office of Sadhu. He was studying book, he was reading a book, and from the book he saw that the person was standing. The other partition, which was thrown open to the garden of the southern sunshine. Now here, there was a wide garden was there, which is spread for a quite long, just because of the sunshine. What is it? He asked the messenger, and then he rose, seeing the man uniform. And the sadhu stand up from his seat, and he asked that what's the matter? You are to come to the place, the man said. The old general is in pain again. The messenger said that our general is in pain, so you have to again come to the general, so you have to take care of him. So now, as I have told you that earlier, that this person, the sadhu, is very well and very well known in the society because of he has a magic in his finger, as he had done a great job, especially the general, who is the army general, and the general is so fan of this guy because the whatever he gives a treatment, whatever he gives him any medicine, which is really helpful for his health. Now again, this time the general is again in pain, or he needs urgent emergency or medicine. Oh, Hannah breathed. Is that all? All the messenger exclaimed. Is it is not enough. Indeed it is. She replied, I am very sorry. Now that's why you are so in panic. This is the reason that the messenger had come to us. That the general require me as a doctor. He need my help, my guidance. That's why he came to me. The general sent somebody to take me to his house. When Sadhu came to say goodbye, she was in the kitchen, but doing nothing. The children were asleep, and she sat merely resting for a moment, more exhausted from her fright than from work. And now, what after when the Sadhu left the place while saying goodbye, then the children in the house were still sleeping, and she was still frightened. She was still in panic. She was so scared, as well as she was not scared by the work in the kitchen. She was scared that what would be happen next to them. I thought they had come to arrest you, she said. He gazed down into her anxious eyes. I must get rid of the man for your sake, he said in distress. Somehow I must get rid of you. Now, here, uh, while he was going outside, then the wife said, maybe you I was thinking that today you are going to get arrested, as I was presuming. It was my assumption that today you are going to arrest. That's why he had come to our house. And the reply was from Sadhu that don't worry, I know that you are in trouble, so I'm very soon get rid of this problem. Get rid of means we will leave from this problem. I will do something for this person. Somehow I must get rid of him, and we will leave this person. We will away from this problem or this person, especially which all the troubles comes to us. Sadhu goes to see the general. Of course, the general said weakly. I understand fully, but that is because I once took a degree in Princeton, so few Japanese have. Now, here, of course, the general said weakly, I understand fully, but that is because I once took a degree in Princeton, so few Japanese have. A Princeton means, my dear students, is a kind of a degree which he had taken in the University of Princeton, and so few Japanese have. And this degree of in the field of, or especially in the field of medicine and in the science. So that's why he is saying. That's why the general always have faith on him. I care nothing for the man, excellency, Sadhu said, but having operated on him with such success, and I have nothing done, something special. I was playing my job, and I got the success. Yes, yes, the general said. It only makes me feel you more indispensable to me. Evidently, you can save anyone. You are so skilled. You say you think I can stand one more such attack as I have had today. Now, indispensable means different. You are, that's why I feel that you are different. You are so skillful. You can save anybody life. You are really, really considered to be a god. You are really, really a very kind-hearted person. No more than one, Sadhu said. Now here, the man was suffering. The general was suffering from the heart attack. Like earlier, soon he got the heart attack, and that's why his meditation is going on. And now again he feels a type of pain. So that's why he is called to see the general. Then certainly I can allow nothing to happen to you, the general said with anxiety. He long his long pale Japanese face became expressionless, which meant that he was in a deep thought. You can't be arrested, the general said. Now here, the sadhu said, I wanted to give you another shock, another pain, as I have something to say you. But then he became mum. Then the general said, you are so such a great person, and we are not going to arrest you. We are not going to send you in prison. What's the matter? Just tell me, and we will sort out the matter. As you are so kind, and I really required you. You just tell me what's the happening. Closing his eyes, suppose you were condemned to death, and the next day I have to have my operation. Now what he was saying, so and the general was saying that suppose I have I have made a date fix where the operation is going to be done on that particular date, and before this date, you are being sent to prison. No, I will not let it be happen in my life. Who is saying? The general was saying. There are other surgeons. Excellently, Sadhu suggests. No, there are many other surgeons now. So you can take your operation, take your surgery, or all the medication work by the other surgeons, other doctors. None I trust, the general replied. The best ones have been trained by Germans and would consider the operation successful even if I die. Now here, I don't trust anybody, as you are the only person who had taken the practice from the Germans doctor and German lecturers, professors, and I believe on you. And you are the person who, if a person is died, if a person is dead, you have the ability to help him, to save him from the death. I don't care for their point of view, he sighed. It seems a pity that we can't better combine the German ruthless ruthlessness with the American sentimentally. Then you could turn your prisoner over to executions, and I could be sure you would not murder me while I was unconscious. The general laughed. He had an unusual sense of humor as a Japanese. Could you not combine these two foreign elements? He asked. Now here, it seems a pity that we can't better combine the German ruthlessness with the American sentimentally. Now here, there was a war between German and there was a war between German and American, and now they are enemy of each other. As they cannot be combined, they cannot be combined with each other. They cannot be have a healthy relation with each other. They are enemy of each other, and they could turn your prisoner over to executions. Executions means get death by the capital punishment, and that they will hang your prisoner. And yet I could be sure you would not murder me while I was unconscious. And he was saying that. The general laughed. The general was saying that whatever they will hang me, you are not going to send me in this. You are not going to hit me in this hole or in this problem. You are going to save me in this period of time as well as. And then the general laughed. He had an unusual sense of humor as a Japanese. While he whatever he was saying to the doctor, it was so in a very prosperous way, in a very funny way, that he was making a fun with the doctor. As the Japanese could not only combine these two foreign elements, he asked, can we not make these two elements, who are the elements, the American and Germans, we cannot make them combine, make a solution of them as in a scientific language? Sadhu smiled. I am not quite sure, he said, but for your sake, I would be willing to try, Excellency. Now, for your sake, I'll try to make these two elements be combined with each other. The general shook his head. I had rather not be the test case, he said. He felt suddenly weak and overwhelmed with the cares of his life as an official in times such as these, when repeated victory brought great responsibility all over the South Pacific. It is very unfortunate that this man should have washed up on your doorstep, he said irritably. Now, here, now here, finally he said that as you are so responsible person, as you are so grateful person, you that the Sadhu was saying to general that you have saved many Japanese life. You are the conqueror. You are the most powerful person for the Japanese people. And now here, but as you have fought many battles in your life and conquered many battles now, but the problem is that somebody has showed up at my door, at my doorstep, and somebody had reached to my doorsteps, as he said irritably. I felt it to myself, Sadhu said gently. It would be best if he could be quietly killed, the general said. Not by you, but by someone who doesn't know him. Now, the general suggests him that why don't you kill him? Not you, by someone else who do not know about this man. If somebody, other person, if someone else who doesn't know about that one foreigner is here, or one American soldier is inside the Sadhu house, and if he knew that there is a white person is lying on the bed and he is being comfortably living over there, so definitely there will be a trouble for the him. So the general suggests him, why don't you kill this person from the other body hands, who is not aware with this person, the soldiers, like a kind of a contract, like there are many very criminals who work as a contract. They earn money by taking the life of the people on the basis of money. They just give them money and they are ready to kill anybody, so they are contract killer. So he was suggesting such type of things to him. I have my own private assistants. Suppose I send two of them to your house tonight, or better, any night. You need know nothing about it. It is now warm. What would be more natural than that you should leave the other partition of the white man's rooms open to the garden while he sleeps? Now, here, the general said that don't worry, I have two assassins. Assassinations means a person who do conspiracy, a person who do crime in any way. So he knew a such type of person, and he will send one of them to your house tonight, or maybe tomorrow, or whatever the day you fix. What you have to do, you have to remain open the house, the half house where the room is, especially of his room, that they can easily enter, and the door should be open through the garden. So my person will come through the garden, and he will enter in the room, and he will kill the foreign or the soldiers as well as. Certainly, it would be very natural, Sadhu agreed. In fact, it is so left open every night. Oh yeah, it will be look so natural. Yes, definitely, I agree with you. And the place remains so open at the night time, so there is no worry about it that we close the all the we shut all the doors and then we sleep. No, our mostly doors are open, so you can enter, or the people can enter in our house, so they can complete their job. Good. The general said, yawning. Yawning means taking a yawn while he was feeling sleepy. Now, yawn means ubasi. They are very capable assassin. Assassin means they are so experienced criminals. They make no noise and they know the tricks of inferred bleeding. If you like, I can even have them remove the body. Now, here, they are so trained, they are so experienced, they know how to tackle all the situations. Sadhu considered that perhaps would be best, excellency. He agreed, thinking of Hannah. And now, what is the extraordinary thing of this two-person? That they can remove the blood spot as well as, so they remove all the proof that something had been done wrong in the house. So they do not pretend, they do not show in their work. They are so professional, so they will not leave a single drop of blood in your house. So and your tension will be removed as well as. He agreed, thinking of Hannah, and Hannah will be so happy to see that the general is trying to help. He is also associating in this problem with us. He left the general presence, then went home, thinking over the plan. In this way, the whole thing. Now, here,